From Big Rock Bowling Center in Espanola, we're here for the title match of today's JBT event. Second game of the title match because we're in the Owato format, and what an exciting game one it was as Joe Lewandowski won in a tiebreaker 10-9 after he and this guy, Aaron Johnston, tied at 2:47 in the first game of Owato. That word stands for one and done or two and through, so Joe is the lower seed, the 2 seed, had to win 2 times to win the title over top seed Aaron here in the red. And given that second chance, as you just saw on the scoreboard, Joe has taken full advantage so far, running the front 5 strikes, but right behind him, here comes Aaron, and what's been a score fest all day long with spare next 4. Essentially a house shot today after 2 very difficult shots the previous 2 days, and the top bowlers have just been smoking them. It was almost a plus 100 cut today. That's nearly a 220 average just to be in the top 16. And both these bowlers averaging well above that, as Aaron had a crack at the 5-game record earlier today. Didn't quite get there, but what's more important is he got here into the title match. So he's run the 5 in a row, so we're essentially all even here. So weird, it's that one of those weird bowling things where at this point in the match, as Joe makes it front 6, if Joe misses anywhere here along the line, he'll be trailing in the match. Even though Aaron's already missed, he has the ability to go off the sheet and win, even as soon as Joe misses. So it's where you miss in addition to how many misses you have. As we're through 6 frames and still alive for 300 to 290. Triple header, lots of moves up and down the New Mexico-Texas points races. It's only the final regular season event and the invitational to go. Bowler of the year distinctly up for grabs and handicap. And Joe makes it 7 in a row. Well, whenever we reach this point, we start talking about it. We've only had 2 300s in the title match in our entire nearly 1,000 tournament history. Matt Jones way back in 2001, and this season Derek Acuff out in California shot 300 in the title game. With the 5-pin going like that, he doesn't care. It's a 300. Let's see if Aaron can keep up. Oh, gets the trip on the 4. If Aaron loses this game, and that's obviously far from happening, it'll be a tremendous disappointment from him because he pretty much led from start to finish as much as you can do. Leading after the 5-game qualifier, and as the top seed cruising through the match play portion. Eighth frame. No, half 10. Didn't love that ball off his hand, it looked like. Joe missed a 9 count in the last game, and it looked like it was going to cost him the match, but he came back to strike out and force the tie. Aaron's got to stay in it here and cover up this spare, as he can still max out after this for 269.
Yeah, that's my first time.
Joe taking a lot of extra time here. He won the event, the first of the 3 events here on Saturday. Looked great doing it then. He's sitting here with a golden opportunity right now. Make it 8. Come on, Desco, be aware. Strike here puts him into the 270s. Doesn't lock up the win, but that's not going to be a strike. And even worse than that, that ball was left off of target, crushes through the middle, and and a disastrous 6, 7, 10. Interesting strategic question here now, right now. If you go for it and throw even a few more pins away, that could hurt you in the long run. But you may be in a position, given your opponent, where you need to make it, but you don't know that yet. Be interesting to see the way Joe decides to go about this. I say you give it one of those sort of semi-go for it, or you be sure of the 2, but try and clip the 6, and maybe you accidentally make it. That's a lot to think about in that position, though. Gets the 2. So after front 8, that gives him 235 through 9. So obviously a 265 possible finish. Aaron goes off the sheet for 269, so he can win the tournament before Joe stands up again. And the last time we talked about Joe, he had the front 8. How quickly this game can change. And Aaron goes, oh no! What a tremendous break for Johnston in the 9th frame. As he goes right through the beak, looked to only leave a 6-pin, which wouldn't have been that bad a situation for Aaron, but something knocks it over. 2 strikes and 7 pins now wins the tournament. If that 6-pin had stood, by the way, that would have put him in at a, what, 208 through 8, 228, so he would have been at 258. And Aaron still could have been in a position to make Joe double, but right after Joe's open, which meanwhile Joe is, I think, in southern Santa Fe right now. He went elsewhere. That's probably good for all of us. Now it's 2 strikes to win. There's the first one. Champions capitalize on their good breaks. That was, by anybody's admission, a spectacular break in the 10th, and like a champ that she is on our tour, he capitalized that first hit. Strike here wins. Anything less, Joe will need to double for the win. Joe already struck out to force the tie that got him the chance to bowl this game. What excitement here in Espanola. For the cheese. Cheese. Wow. Oh, the bowling gods are interesting creatures, aren't they? They give and they take away. Well, good luck telling him right now that, but Joe bowled magnificently to get here, won the title the day before, and he still would have had a double in the 10th, even if that 6-pin hadn't tripped, so it's not like it was only about that. And what a masterful performance all day long for Aaron Johnston, 269. Joe has the ignominious task of striking out for a losing 265 here. Shake that off. The situation is different. You never know if he would have gotten those hits had he needed them. But no losers here, just a winner and a runner-up. As life goes on tour, we're going to do it all over again in California next week. Joe will probably be there. The Thompson family finally gets a short trip. And I don't know if you caught that on camera, just a subtle shake of Aaron's head right there. Them's the breaks, kids. As Joe will be in the 260s, handling it well. Handling it very well, as he wants to maybe try a trick shot. Oh, what is the 4 count going to get him to? Oh, 259 the hard way. Yeah, that is something else. Nice bowling out of both those bowlers. We'll see you again soon, folks. Keep watching these videos. You never know what's going to happen.